start with Jacob. What's your favorite scene?
Jacob is easy. Jacob, I think, watching him as Louis in the very first interview scene with Daniel in episode 1, where he realizes that she did dream, and that he is getting his memories back, and it's actually so heartbreaking and it's incredible, and everyone was just sort of so blown away by that performance that day, and everyone was talking about it for weeks afterwards. And when he thanks Daniel, and then you look at the guy at the very end of the show, the one who owns the night, and I just think like they're just two really phenomenal points of reference. I did ask Jacob, so what was his favorite scene, because I knew I was doing this. I was like, what was your favorite scene? And his favorite is Roland Jones rolling over the coffin when he was showing us how he wanted Louis to roll over the coffin in the revisit of the fight scene in episode 7. And then so Claudia and Delainey Hayles, for me, the most mind-blowing piece of acting I think I've seen in a very, very long time is Delainey or Claudia explaining what really happened with Bruce in episode 3. I mean, it is like the most stunning piece of acting. You can see like every experience flicking through her eyes, and then you also see the way she's processed it, and you can see that this character is a fully formed adult human being with so much baggage and so much human trauma, walking around in a teenage body who will never be able to get out. And it's just really wildly good. So yeah, big cheer to Delainey.
That scene makes me cry whenever.
Yeah, I'm nearly crying thinking about it. So I'm just like, that's not what I want to have on TV inside, because I know what you'll do with it. Now, Assad, I've got 2 moments with Assad. So the first time I got to act with Assad was when we were doing really the flashback, or not the flashback, he's Armand's memory, and there's this extraordinary close-up of Assad where he's looking at Lestat and Nikki, and he kind of has this like wild, fiery kind of expression, and they do this amazing like zoom in his face, and I was standing behind the monitor watching it with Levin, and I was like, oh my God, that's like literally the character out of the book. Like I was like, that was just wild to see. Like that is Armand. That's amazing. And Levin was like, yeah, he gives good face. And I just think that's but my actual favorite scene of Assad was one that I was also fortunate to be there for, and that was in episode 4, the Arun speech, the Louvre painting, and yeah, it was so heartbreaking, and it's so twisted, the whole story of Armand and his previous, and with his past and with Marius and the way he was used, and it completely explains that character. And I thought Assad just did the most beautiful job there, and then I had to ruin it by saying "ha" really loudly, which I really tried to get rid of because I didn't want to do it, but yeah. And then Eric Bogosian is episode 5 for me, because I think to see like Malloy reach out and ask for help, and say like, I need this, like all of a sudden he puts the entire context and meaning of the show in place. Now you know why we're watching the second interview. Now we know why they're doing it, because these characters need to find these things out. They need to learn. And I just thought Eric kind of like completely nailed it, and kind of puts the whole show in context. I thought it was beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and then do you have a favorite scene that you did with Delainey?
Well,
kind of a hard question.
Yeah, it's not a favorite scene. No, I mean it's not, that's not watching her die. It wasn't particularly fun. No. But like it was. Look, you think it's like we're all having a trauma, but actually it was so much fun. And Delainey is like an absolute trooper, and she had to go through like 3 hours of makeup every stage of that burning, and she'd come out and she'd just be like so excited because she looked so cool. It's so crazy. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Delainey is like such an incredible actor, and I feel really, really fortunate to have worked with her, and Assad and Jacob and Eric. I don't get to work with Eric that much, but I might do in the future.
Yeah, except for that Dreamstat in Dubai appearance. Which
Yeah,
was
but
thrilling.
he didn't know I was there.
Yeah.